All right, so now you weren't quite as enamored with Mankind Divided as you were with Human Revolution. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Look, it's a better game, and like a lot of games actually in the last year or two, it's a better game, but just there was something missing.
It lacked the soul. A lot of the games nowadays are made by committee, and you can tell because they're like, hey, that really polls well with our focus groups. Hey, that really tests well.
Yep.
Hey, we really want to nickel and dime in this situation.
Sorry, yeah.
And all these situations come to the fore, and you get something like Mankind Divided, where you can see that, like, they spend a lot of time world building, and they never get to capitalize on it.
Yeah, look, it's still fun to play, and it's in some ways a better game.
Yeah.
Although if you get the remote hacking, it
Yeah,
gets
it's
a
a bit
lot
broken,
easier.
yeah.
But the problem was the closure. And at the end of Human Revolution, you felt like you had just finished something great. You'd done something. In this one, you could tell they left it open, which is great because they're not going to finish it now.
And they brought out their story DLC, which they had 2 story DLCs, which is rare because they rarely bring story DLC. It's usually multiplayer crap.
Yeah.
And they brought out 2 Jensen stories, which was what they were calling them.
Yeah.
The latest one is a criminal past.
Yeah, well, System Rift felt like Human Revolution. It was great. You're working with Pritchard again. This one, a criminal past, you're replaying a thing that happened ages ago.
Yeah.
You're talking to the psychiatrist in the Mankind Divided. It's a lot like Assassin's Creed, the way it's done when you come
phase back like Animus
when you
kind of
die.
thing.
And the setting works well because you're in a prison. There's a lot of cameras, very tight spaces, so it works well for this game. And there's, as usual, there's all the standard
Abilities and tropes and stuff.
Everything's there. It's fun to play. It has closure, but it has the same problem as Mankind Divided.
It rushes to the finish.
It looks there's a section, especially the story about harvesting the prisoners' augments, and you get to see evidence that was going to be a larger part, but it isn't, and it's a little bit of a letdown. They just haven't. It's fun. It's always going to be fun to play these games, but they just haven't closed it off.
Do you reckon that that's to do with the fact that they've said the team who worked on this is now working on exclusively on Marvel games? No comment.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, fuck Marvel games, by the way.
Well, I don't want to talk about that.
I'm triggered Dermie. There you go.
I want more. I want more. Man, I want more Deus Ex. I want Malik to be back in, and I want it back the way it was.